So, good evening. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. It looks like it could be a happy Sunday as well. Lucas Torreira, we're going to speak about him very shortly. I will be back at 9 o'clock. It won't be a live stream, it'll be an uploaded video. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. All you guys saying that I'm late in the comments, I'm not. I'm actually early for the next stream. So there we go. I'm not late. I'm never late. Don't forget, also, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, nearly 45K now, so thank you very much. And do follow my Instagram, LeeGunner82. That'd be nice if you could go and do that. But we've seen today, Wolverhampton Wanderers, yet again, have announced another signing. Amazing how these teams are making signings that finished above us, and we're sat here dithering with 6 days to the start of the season. Keep getting told, wait until the end of the transfer window, by which time we would have played 4 games, definitely would have dropped points in some of them games. We've got Liverpool at Anfield away as one of the first 4. And it'd be nice if we could actually start a season with our squad and then just have to get rid of a couple of players. We never seem to identify our targets and get them done quick. We seem to be dithering FC all the time. And, you know, like I said earlier on the previous stream, we've got 8 players over the allocated 25-man squad allowance. That's 8 players that need to leave. Whether it be a loan, whether it be sales, whatever it may be, they need to go. They're not going to get in the squad. You can only have 25. We've got 33. Then if you want to sign 2 players, that's now another 2 that have to leave. So we've got to get rid of 10 players in the next 1 month. Not really leaving ourselves much time, are we? And all of that whilst the season is in progress. And trying to close deals for players to come in. We've left this to lastminute.com. We've wasted 6 weeks. And other teams, like I said, Newcastle are about to buy Callum Wilson for £20 million. And Wolves announced another signing, albeit it was only £2 million. But they announced a signing yesterday for £40 million. And let's be real here. You know, these teams finished up, this team finished above us, Wolves. They've got no Europa League next season. And they're going out there doing their business before the season starts. Tottenham have signed players. You know, Man City have signed players. Chelsea are buying everyone. You know, and they ain't stopping yet. They're linked to more players today. So what are we doing? We need to try and fix our regime and our process, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of clubs out there that are spending money in the height of a pandemic. Who knew? Everton, they've signed a player. They signed Allen. They're about to drop Decore and James Rodriguez as well. You know, how are all these other teams able to identify their targets and get them done? Yet we're sitting here, are we buying Awar? Are we buying Party? Who's leaving? We're still kind of up in the air, FC, aren't we? And it's kind of worrying. Lastminute.com, I suppose it is. But let's talk about this guy. Torino, breaking news, Torino have apparently launched a bid of 24 million euros up front. How have they done that in the height of a pandemic, I hear you cry? I don't know. Just goes to show that the pandemic isn't an excuse not to spend money, and not an excuse to put bids in and table bids. They've actually offered the money up front, according to all the latest reports in the last half hour or so. This is literally just broken within the last 30, 40 minutes or so. Fiorentina have offered an 8 million loan fee up front with an obligation to buy at the end. And I'd imagine the fact that he didn't train yesterday, the fact that he wasn't in the squad for the game that lost, the game that we played against Aston Villa, the 3-2 loss, would suggest that his days are numbered at the football club. But now what do we do? Do we take the 24 million quid up front? I'd imagine we probably have to, because apparently Arsenal have got no money whatsoever, totally brassic, literally making sure every light at the Emirates is turned off when they leave, making sure the plug sockets are switched off. You don't want to waste all the electric. Times are really hard for Arsenal Football Club with their £500 million revenue streams, making it really difficult for us to be able to actually go and buy players this window. And it's kind of sad, but it looks like we're going to have to try and take the 24 million. We're going to see how legit this story is in the next 24 hours or so, I'd say. And I'm hoping, I'm praying that next week we will see some speed up in some of these departures, because let's be real here, we're being left behind again. And people can be positive as they want. Good luck to you. Yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, whatever, whatever, whatever. I heard it a million times before. Fact and reality is we're 6 days from the start of the season. Our top boy still hasn't been announced as signing a new contract, despite 8 months ago writing in the programme notes in January, January the 6th to the exact day 8 months ago, that he loves the club and doesn't listen to media speculation. Well, Aubameyang still hasn't been announced as signing a new deal 8 months later. We're sitting here with 8 players over the allocated squad allowance, and we've only signed 2 players, one of which was free. And it took us a week to announce him, even though Chelsea had announced a week earlier that he'd left. It took us an age and an eternity to announce Gabriel, which was a £24 million deal. Imagine how long it's going to take to announce Aouar or Thomas Partey. And if we don't end up getting them, then we are doomed. Real talk. If we do get them, again, they're going to come in. They're going to be great additions to the squad, like Saliba, like Gabriel. But what's the hold up? And I don't personally believe it is the fact that we have to get rid of players. Yes, our wage bill is massive. Yes, we've got too many players on the books. That does not stop you signing players. Yeah, you can still go out and sign players because, believe it or not, you can actually get rid of players after the season starts. I'd rather us get our targets in before the season starts, but no, that's too easy for Arsenal. It's too easy. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Like, let's just let everyone else get their targets in, and we'll hide behind COVID-19 excuse all season. And Stanley Conkey didn't back them. Glazers use COVID as an excuse. United fans go mental. Arteta uses it as an excuse. Oh, we can't spend them. Bruv, it's mad. The levels of delusion amongst certain fractions of this fan base are just, they astound me, really do. Everyone's just going to keep harping on about the FA Cup win all next season. What has the FA Cup win got to do with us signing players and where we're going to be this season? It's got nothing to do with it. That was last season. It was in the past. Yeah, are we history merchants now? It's all about this season now. Clean slate, go again. Let's have it. Instead, we're sitting here dithering, hoping and praying that Torino's €24 million bid, up front cash money in the building, is actually certified. Because if it isn't, it doesn't look like we're actually going to go and buy anyone. And it is worrying. And if people aren't worried about it, then I don't know what to say. I really don't. This is a squad that, yes, won the FA Cup. Don't let that blind you from the fact it finished 8th. It's the exact same squad bar William, Saliba and Gabriel. And whilst them 3 players are definitely going to make some level of impact, it's not going to be a level of impact to elevate us up to where we should be. You know, which is why, as a big football club, one of the biggest football clubs in world football, we should be acting like a big football club. We should be demanding more from our club. We should be looking at it going, rah, Wolves were in League One 5-6 years ago. They've just bust out 40 million quid on a player that's 18 that hardly anyone in this chat has ever heard of. So why are we sitting here dithering over activating the release clause for £4 million more? Yeah, are we Arsenal Football Club or are we just some tin pot outfit now? Maybe we are. Maybe I'm a bit deluded as to where Arsenal should be. I don't know. One thing I do know is I have grown up on Arsenal going for a title. Yeah, not sitting there being third loser, not sitting there happy with the midfield that we've got, demanding world-class players, demanding better players to elevate us up to a title challenge. Not oh, well, if we get top 4. No, I want to win a title. Mikel Arteta himself wants to win the Champions League inside 3 years. Well, if he doesn't get in the Champions League this season, rather than winning Europa League or by getting him via 4th place, 3rd place, whatever, he's leaving it kind of short, isn't he? Because then next season, he'd have to get into the Champions League. Then the following season, when he's in it, he'd have to win it. I'm a poet and I fully know it. But as it stands today, 6th of September, we're 6 days from the start of the season with Mohamed El Neni, Dani Ceballos, Matteo Guendouzi. Is he staying? Is he going? Lucas Torreira, a €24 million bid on the table for him. Is he staying? Are we going to accept it? We're not. We're going to ask for more. Who else we got in midfield? Oh, yes. How could I forget? 298 days till the biggest fraud in world football leaves. Is that midfield good enough? Because it wasn't last season. And we've got 1 month to rectify that, get players in, get them up to speed, get them up to fitness, get them in the philosophy that Mikel Arteta wants to adopt going into the rest of the season after we get these targets, by which time we'll already be too far behind and we'll be left behind again. But at the end of the season, everyone will say, oh, well, we finished 6th this season. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the process, because now it's a case of who can be the biggest super fan. It's not a case of telling it as it is, because that would just be dumb. That would be negative if you say it as it is and want better for the football club. It's now a case of let's see who can pretend to strangers on social media accounts who can be the biggest super fan and back blindly a regime that has failed ever since we sold our soul and moved to the Emirates Stadium, which, by the way, was for us to compete with Europe's elite, not trust another process for 4 years, because that process for moving should have elevated us up, because that was the whole fucking song and dance about it and the dream that we were sold down the river for. Yet Arsenal fans, a lot of them, seem to want to sit there and now wait another 4 years. When does it end? Do we sit there in 30 years' time and go, boy, it's been 46 years since Arsenal won a league, you know? And let me tell you something, Sunderland have got a bigger stadium than Juventus. Yeah, moving to a bigger stadium doesn't help you compete with Europe's elite. Yeah, doing decent financial business, buying proper footballers, not putting bang average crap on top dollar like Hector Bellerin on 116 grand a week, Granit Xhaka on 100 grand a week, Mesut Ozil on 350 grand a week. That is not going to elevate you to being part of Europe's elite. Neither is moving to a big stadium. Yes, it might help with revenue streams, but if you're spending the revenue on bang average crap and overpaying them, you're just going to go whoosh, and we're still living off the back of all of the cock-ups that have happened since we moved to the Emirates. Why do you look at me? Big up, Stephen. Hope you're well. Can we do an awareness live stream next week, as it's my transplant week? DM on Twitter or message me on Insta if you're free. Yes, I'll have to let you know what day. I'll have to consult my diary, young man. I hope you're all good, buddy. So I've got a few member streams to do next week as well. Obviously, I need to work doing these streams, but let me see what my diary's saying, man. So I'll write everything in it. So thanks for that, mate. I hope you're well, by the way. Do smash the likes up. Nearly 1,200 people watching this live right now. But if you have joined late, apparently the breaking news within the last hour is that Torino, as well as a couple of other clubs in Italy, have bid for Lucas Torreira. But Torino's bid is the one that's being dangled, the carrots. 24 million euros, Arsenal, have it up front. And if that is the case, where have Torino got 24 million euros in the height of a pandemic? Can somebody tell me that? Because they're not exactly the biggest team, are they? No disrespect to them. Maybe they're very well run. Maybe they didn't need to move stadium to compete with Europe's elite. I don't know. Where's Aubameyang's announcement? Does anybody know what's happened to that? Is Aubameyang still a player of ours going into the whole season, or is he just going to be here until the end of the transfer window? Because we are the worst club at announcements and doing deals. And our negotiation team should be potted, every single one of them. Every single other team in the Premier League, maybe other than Man United, are very good at closing deals. You know, how can Newcastle have a bid for £20 million, 20 million, by the way, for a striker who has actually been relegated with Bournemouth, Callum Wilson? He flew on Mike Ashley's helicopter up to Newcastle today to complete his deal. So Bournemouth, a team that are relegated, have just got 20 million quid for a failed striker. How's that work? And we're sitting there going, boy, should we pay? Should we pay the money for Thomas Partey? Nah, what we'll do is we'll throw Guendouzi in, or we'll try and offer another player. Pay the fucking money. I have said this for so many years under Wenger. Pay the money, man. If you pay the money, you get the player. Sometimes you have to pay over the odds to get a player. We're not paying over the odds for Thomas Partey. If anything, it's a bargain. He's one of the best midfielders in the world, and he's got a £43 million buyout clause. And we're going, boy, what we need to do is, if we can get rid of Torreira and we get rid of Socrates, what about him? Should we loan Eddie out? Ooh, what about Chambers? Well, we could get 12 million for Chambers. What about Rob Holt? Oh, we can maybe get Rob Holt. Fucking turn it in. Yeah, seriously, we are not skin. Yeah, The pandemic is not stopping other teams buying players. Why is it us that's having this issue? And I'll tell you why it's us that's having this issue. Because millions upon millions of global fans all around the world, England, Spain, Japan, Cyprus, wherever you may live, millions and millions of Arsenal fans have accepted this for over a decade. So why would they change? It's the same every summer. Every single summer, we sit here and we say, we're 2 or 3 players away from actually being good. Yeah. Well, as it stands right now, we're actually about 5 or 6 players away from being anywhere near top 4. Yeah. Even if we sign Awar and Partey, do not expect top 4. Yeah. We'll have a go, of course, because they're quality footballers, but don't expect it's a shoo-in. Yeah. Because it ain't. Man United are levels above us. Yeah. I don't care what anyone tells me. They are better than us. Yeah. Just because Mikel Arteta had a resurgence at the end and we won the cup, that should not have anything to do with this season. Well done. We won the cup. I celebrated it on the 1st of August. Well done. I was overjoyed. It's one of the most watched videos on the channel. Me and Chig were buzzing. Yeah. That's now done. That should not take your eyes off of this season. Yeah. This season, we need to go and do loads of business to get the players in, to report, to fly us up the table. This mug was happy last summer. Where's that comment gone? I've lost him. There he is. Yes, I was happy last summer. Do you know why, my friend? Yeah, do you know why? We signed a proper left back, one of the best left backs we've had at this football club. Well, probably the best left back since Ashley Cole left, because the rest of them have been pretty average, apart from maybe Monreal. Monreal was a good footballer. But we bought a proper left back, proven winner, a warrior, something that you lot probably haven't seen, or you in particular. You're probably about 14 and never seen us win a league, mate. You've probably never seen proper footballers at Arsenal Football Club. We also spent 72 million, club record, on Thomas Partey. Not Thomas Partey, Nicola Pepe. And guess what? We had that deal done, signed, sealed, delivered. Oh, yeah, before the season started. So there was £100 million worth of our 140. We also loaned Danny Ceballos before the season started because he was man of the match in the opening game. So there's 3 of our players last summer. David Luiz had already signed, I think. No, he signed on deadline day, didn't he? So the season had been done. So, yeah, I was happy last summer because we actually went and done our business. Kind of ironic that Ralston Haley's gone and we haven't done any business. Also kind of ironic that Unai Emery was the manager, and in the 2 windows that he had in the summers, we actually did our business early. Now take him out, take Raul out, and I'm not backing either of them, by the way. I'm just making an observation. Now take both of them out, and we've got Mikel and Edu running the ship, and we've got Vinay sitting in the hot seat. All of a sudden, we're back to how we was when Wenger was here with Gazidis. Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Yeah, Sagna was pretty decent, to be fair. I can't lie, he was good. Clichy was all right, but not for me. What's your problem with Bellerin? Dog shit footballer. Dog shit footballer. I'd rather have Cole Jenkinson at right back than Bellerin. Real talk. At least Jenkinson can cross the ball. Just chill out. No, I'm going to keep going and going and going. And do you know what? It's my opinion. The same as it's your opinion that I should chill out. Your opinion will never stop me having my opinion. Yeah. So if you don't like what I'm saying, keep going, mate. Ain't stopping me. Yeah. Because I want my club to succeed. And the funniest thing about it is that Mikel Arteta wants to win the Champions League within 3 years. Yeah. Is that negative? Is it negative that Arteta wants to win the biggest trophy? Is that negative? Because if it is, then yeah, I'm negative as well. If it isn't, then everything I'm saying is spot on, and I agree with what he says. And you should then agree with what I'm saying, because if your manager, the one you're backing and telling me is the greatest thing since sliced bread, wants to win the Champions League, and I want to as well, then sorry, you shouldn't be sitting there accepting with 6 days to go before the start of the season, El Neni, Guendouzi, yeah, Ceballos, Xhaka, and Oza was the 5 midfield. Oh, Joe Willock. And Joe Willock as our 6 midfielders. Yeah, Torreira making it 7. If you're thinking that we can actually achieve that, and you want to achieve that, yeah, then you should demand better. Because if you don't demand better, then you don't believe it, which means you don't back your manager and you're not trusting the process, are you, mate? Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's really not difficult to figure out. Yeah, the manager said he wants to win the Champions League. Yeah, you're not doing it with that midfield. So why has it taken us 6 weeks wasted in a transfer window to get to the 6th of September to go, oh shit, what do we do now? Pay the money. Really not difficult. No, I've got a Cruz Campo, to be fair. I've just had a nice little bit of Japanese food. Beautiful, man. The fried prawns. Oh my God. Wow. Unbelievable. So yeah, man, love a bit of Japanese food. A nice couple of beers. I'm going to sit and watch TV. Well, not TV. I'm going to watch Netflix, actually. And I'm going to chill. I'll be dropping another video a little bit later. Tell them again. Tell them again. Yes, thank you very much for pointing that out, Mohammed. 30 million of our 140 last summer was Saliba. So I was happy. Saliba, Pepe, Tierney, Ceballos. I was happy. I was very happy with that, wasn't you? Because everyone was saying we'd won the transfer window. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Where's the big signings? All going to other clubs, mate. All going to other clubs, unfortunately. But there we go. 6 days to go until we kick off against Fulham. And we've been here before, haven't we? We've done this before. I remember we played Aston Villa on the opening day of a season, albeit that was at the Emirates and we lost. And I'm not saying we're going to lose to Fulham. I fully expect us to beat them. But I wouldn't be shocked one bit if we don't. Like I said, we lost to Aston Villa yesterday, albeit it's a friendly. But we also lost to Aston Villa at their ground this season just gone. We only just beat them at the Emirates last season, 3-2 with an Aubameyang free kick at the end. So it's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be their first game into the Premier League on their return, and they're going to want to put on a show to say, yo, we're actually staying in this league this time round, because last time they got relegated. So that's not going to be easy. And there we go. Let's do five or six comments before I get myself out of here. I will be back at 9. Make sure you stick a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new, and follow my Insta, LeeGunner82. Link in the description, along with Flick. Go and follow that app. Active group chats for football fans. So go and jump on that. Fulham will win. It wouldn't surprise me, mate. Real talk. Nothing surprises me with this football club. But what do I know? I'm just a numpty YouTuber that's toxic and negative. Our definition of paying over the odds is 40 million and one. Oh, that's class. You're funny, man. How's Tricks, baby? How's Tricks? Hope you're good, man. Hope you're good. But yeah, that is our definition of paying over the odds, isn't it? We never pay over the odds for a player. We never get the players that, in fact, we do pay over the odds for players. We pay over the odds for shit players like Granit Xhaka, like Mustafi, players like that are not worth half of what we paid for them. But what do I know? Thank you to Alexander Gomez as well. Lee, Party and Awar in our team, AFC will be top 4. Thanks for your donation, buddy. I did miss it because I was waffling. I'm not so sure, man. I really ain't. And the reason I'm not is because you've then got 4 players in your starting 11. Saliba, Gabriel, Awar and Party. Yes, 4 fantastic players on paper. 4 fantastic players. When we see them play, they look great. They're definitely taking us up levels, that's for sure. But they might take time to bed in. People have been on Pepe's backside all season. Oh, he's shit. He's not worth 72 million. Well, what if Awar comes in and he does the same performance levels as Pepe? Is everyone going to get on his case? What if Party comes in and makes a few errors like Granit Xhaka does? Is everyone going to get on his case? The level of expectation on these 2 young boys at centre-back is ridiculous. People are going on like they're prime Maldinis. Yeah, they're not. They're young kids that have played in a shit league. Yeah. Yes, they're very good. They're very physical. They're very tall. They're big boys. Yeah. Doesn't mean they're going to come in and walk the Premier League in their first season. We've got to take time with them. You know, we've got to let them have mistakes and get over it and learn from it. And if we've got the coach that people think we have, then it's his job to get the best out of them and put an arm around them and say, yo, don't worry about that own goal you scored today, or don't worry about the penalty you may have given away. Yeah, don't worry about that free kick that led to the goal. Yeah, I want to see them start every week, both of them. Yeah, because I'm sick and tired of staring at David Luiz and Mustafi. Yeah, and until we start changing, until we get out every single player signed under Arsene Wenger, apart from Aubameyang, said this the other day, we're going nowhere fast. And if people are happy to accept that, sorry, that ain't me. I'm doing a football stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Are you free next week or the week after? We still have a lot of transfer business if you want to get in top four. I can't give you a straight yay or nay, mate, without my diary. Like I said, I've got to do member streams and that. But if I'm free, I'll jump on 100%, man. And the thing is, the target should be going as high as possible this season. We should be aiming for first. We're not. We're sitting there slumming it going, well, if we get a wire and party, we might get top four. That's not the Arsenal I started supporting back in the 80s. That ain't the Arsenal that used to go to Anfield and win titles. That ain't the Arsenal that in 91 lost one game. That ain't the Arsenal that smashed up everyone in 98, 02 and 04. Yeah? Bring your expectations back up and demand better, man. Yeah, instead, we're down here in the gutter going, Wolves have just done 40 million. Fucking Wolves. They were in League One about 6 years ago. They're busting out more money than us. It's ridiculous. Oh, but they've got rich owners and you still got to live within the rules. Yeah, seriously, man. It's embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. Gonna be a back three. Yes, we're gonna have to stare at the clown that is David Luiz because he's a good lad in the dressing room. So we've paid 8 million quid for a cheerleader. It doesn't matter that he's shit on the football pitch. He's good in the dressing room. Embarrassing, man. Proper embarrassing. But there we go. If you have joined late, Lucas Torreira, bid from Torino, 24 million euros, cash money up front, all 24 million quid of it. Whether that's a legit story, it's doing the rounds big time all over social media. A lot of big outlets are putting it out there. We'll find out in the next 48 hours, 72 hours perhaps, whether that is a legitimate certified bid, because he didn't play yesterday and he wasn't training. Neither was Smith Rowe and neither was Socrates. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. If you haven't whacked a like on the video, why not? There's 1,500 of you watching and only 270 likes. So do smack the likes up and do subscribe if you're new. That would be lovely jubbly. And also do follow my Insta, LeeGunner82. Big up Arjun. I'm with you, Lee. The fact that we as Arsenal fans demand better to bring the glory days back. Exactly. And if you don't want to win the league, no drama. Yeah, cool. Whatever. Yeah, I want to win a league. If you're happy to sit with 6 days to the transfer, 6 days to the league starting with the same dead players that finished 8th last season, but it's okay because we won the FA Cup. People got short memories, man. Yeah, real short memories. Wigan won the FA Cup and got relegated. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to be the best team in the world to win the FA Cup. You have to be the luckiest team and play best on that particular day, or get the luck with playing well. Yeah, we got the luck against Sheffield United. 2 goals disallowed by VAR. The VAR that's apparently against Arsenal. Yeah, we got the luck in the final, 2-1 up with 20 minutes to go with Kovacic getting a second yellow for nothing. Yeah, so we got lucky. We played well. We took our chances. We slapped City about in the first half especially. And then we parked the bus, which I'm all for, which is another reason why a lot of people didn't want Jose Mourinho. Oh, it's negative football. Well, it won us a cup. I couldn't care less if Arteta bores the shit out of us all season. Yeah, if we win something, I'm happy. Yeah, but that should not then carry into the following season. You've done that. Well done. Well done. Dust yourself off and we go again. Yeah, and now we go for a title. Yeah, or we go and get the best players we can buy. And as it stands, the best players we can buy are 2 kids from France. Yes, they are our best centre-backs, by the way. And William. And Danny Ceballos on loan. That's apparently the best we can do as Arsenal Football Club. But there we go. Imagine if we're holding off the Aubameyang announcement to paper over the craps for an unambitious transfer window to hype up the fan base. Mate. Could you imagine? Could you actually imagine? Could you actually imagine? Dear. Thank you for your donation as well, buddy. Appreciate that. It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing does with this club, mate. Lee, May 31st, 2017, when Wenger signed the new deal, you said Arsenal were officially dead. Bruv, they have been for a long time, mate. Like I said, this is not the football club that I started supporting. Yeah, the football club I started supporting was the one that wanted to go and win trophy after trophy after trophy. And when I say trophy after trophy, they aimed for #1 every season. They might not have got it, yeah, but Arsenal were always in the mix for a title. Yeah, always. Yeah, always. Masterminded the greatest end of a season ever in '89. '91, blitzed everyone in the league, playing decent football under apparently a boring George Graham. Lost 1 game that season to Chelsea. And if 3 of our famous back 4 weren't out injured in that game, it would have been George Graham the Invincible. But nobody really cares about that because it's before Arsene Wenger. And like this guy, where is he? Let me find him. This guy who knows absolutely fuck all about my football club and spends all day tweeting me absolute bollocks. He probably, if I put 5 questions to you right now, wouldn't have a clue the answers in any of them. And they're all basic history of Arsenal Football Club. And people like that are the exact reason that Wenger was allowed to take the piss for years, and the exact reason why we've got players that can't leave, because Wenger absolutely fucking ruined us by paying them way too much money and putting them on stupidly long contracts. But people like him, they're like lemmings. They will literally just follow the fucking herd. They'll follow the crowd because they want to be seen as a super fan. You know nothing about my football club, lad. Yeah, stick to another sport or something, because you know nothing about Arsenal. And on that bombshell, people, I'm going to have a wonderful couple of hours. I'm going to record a video. I'll be dropping it at 9 o'clock UK time. Garth can come back and chat absolute bollocks again on my Twitter between now and then, because that's what he does. And and yeah, it's mad. Scott, they're lemons, bruv. It's who can be the biggest super fan. Yeah, they lap it up every year, bruv. Yeah, I want better. So anyway, on that bombshell, I'm going. All have a wonderful evening. Subscribe if you're new. Stick a like on the video. And laters, peeps. Oh, Insta, Lee Gunner 82. Maybe Garth can follow me on there. He's probably DM'd me a million times. I think he's my biggest fan. Anyway, laters.